Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. Auburn is going to host Ole Miss this week. Ole Miss is having a pretty darn good year. They knocked off clearly a top 10, top 5 caliber LSU as far as their offense goes. Their defense hasn't been great, but they've had a lot of injuries, but they managed to beat them. Hey, it is what it is. Only other team outside of that was Florida State, and they're a playoff team right now. So, awesome job. That's awesome for Ole Miss. And they did lose to Alabama, but Alabama's still beating everybody except Texas. Hey, shout out to both them boys, both them teams, Texas and Bama. Auburn, on the other hand, is coming off 3 losses. Texas A&M, they have lost at home to number 1 Georgia, and they lost on the road at LSU in a blowout loss, despite having a bye week. Now, if this game was being played in Oxford, Ole Miss wins this game, hands down, because Auburn's offense is not very good. Their defense is pretty decent. It's a hard-nosed defense. It's physical. But LSU's offensive firepower, they were at home. It was a night game. Of course, nobody's beating them over there, But, except Florida State. They're 9-2 all-time against LSU. But, and here's the thing. I got no reason in the world to pick Auburn. But where's that jersey at, man? Where's that Auburn jersey at, man? Where you at? You see this? War Eagle. I think Auburn pulls it off. Auburn is a hard place to play. Ole Miss is a really good football team this year. They're ranked. And here's the thing. Georgia almost lost to that same team. And Ole Miss is not Georgia by any means. So, sorry, that's just what it is. Auburn is Georgia's little brother right now in football. They gave them a run for their money. The hardest game Georgia's ever had this year, and that's what it is. And that environment has a lot to do with it. So, with that being said, I think Ole Miss turns the ball over a few times. I think they don't play their best football. The second half of the year is when Ole Miss usually tends to fall apart. Outside of that one time they went to the Sugar Bowl and ended up being 10-3. They had a really good year in 2021. I'll give them that. But Hugh Freeze, look, Auburn, in my opinion, this year is still a better team than what they were last year. And Ole Miss is about the same. And Auburn put up a fight with Ole Miss and almost beat them last year in their house. I think Auburn gets payback. It's going to take a heck of a defensive effort. It's going to take some self-inflicted penalties, self-inflicted wounds from Ole Miss. Here's the thing. I don't think Auburn's better than Ole Miss. I really don't. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose this game. But Auburn's at home. They want to be 4-3 instead of 3-4. And beating a ranked team is always good for Auburn. Auburn's a tough team. I think they'll avoid the turnovers. Their offense won't win this game for them. The defense is going to have to force turnovers and hold Ole Miss to field goals. And, what's his name? Lane Kiffin has a bad habit of going for it on 4th down when he doesn't need to. When he takes the point, he needs to take the points. So, I think that'll hurt him in this game. I got Auburn winning 27-21. Give me the Tigers in an upset at home.